Okay. Now, number one. Okay, please read the call of questions. Oh, I'm gonna let you do by yourself. Okay, see how you do it, Tim.
Okay. So the buyer now claims that the title is unmarketable and has refused to close. Is the buyer correct? A, no, because nothing under these facts renders title unmarketable. B, no, because the buyer agreed to accept a quitclaim deed. C, yes, because the right-of-way easement makes the title unmarketable. Or D, yes, because the unsatisfied mortgage makes the title unmarketable. And the question is, a seller contracted to sell land to a buyer for $300,000. So you would circle seller and circle a buyer and underline 300,000. The contract provided that the closing would be 60 days after the contract was signed, and the seller would convey to the buyer a marketable title by a quitclaim deed at closing. So this one, you would circle or underline closing. It would be 60 days after the contract, and convey to the buyer a marketable title and quitclaim deed. The contract contained no other provisions regarding the title to be delivered to the buyer. A title search revealed that the land was subject to an unsatisfied $50,000 mortgage and a right-of-way easement over a portion of the land. So on this one, you would circle title search or underline title search, unsatisfied 50,000 mortgage and right-of-way easement. The buyer now claims that the title is unmarketable and has refused to close. Is the buyer correct? So A says no, because nothing under these facts renders title unmarketable, which I do not believe that's true. So I would scratch that one off because it has an unsatisfied mortgage and has a right-of-way. So I would think that would make it unmarketable. No, because the buyer agreed to accept a quitclaim deed. C, yes, because the right-of-way makes the title unmarketable. Or D, yes, because the unsatisfied mortgage makes the title unmarketable. Which I thought both C and D were right. I actually picked C, which is wrong.
Okay, that's good that you did it. Now, there's a lot of mistake that you make. One of the rule that you have to go the way I teach you. Okay, one of the rule is you start at the call the question. You start above it. You should read, is the buyer correct? Right? Then read, there's nothing there. Then read, the buyer now claim that the title is unmarketable and has refused to close.
Okay.
Here, you gotta know the term of art. You look for terms of art to know what topic you on and to know what is the umbrella. That's what I call it. We call it a topic. So, and you have to find and look for terms of art. And what is that term of art, Mr. V? Is the things that we went a lot of terms of art are in the outline. So you have to zoom out and memorize the unmarketable title. It have to do with conveyance. It have to do with real estate, selling contract. So that's why the correct answers, it should be in this column, in this topic, in this umbrella. Okay, so if I was gonna do it, the buyer now claims that the title is unmarketable. So now I underline that. Okay, and also the word close or closing, because we talk about those words, right? So the buyer now claims that the title unmarketable and if refusal to close is the buyer right. Now, oh, another thing I want your guy to think, to do this. If you do the questions and the call the questions is lost in your brain, go back and read the call the question again. So you know what to strike. So you're gonna looking for concept A, B, C, and D to see you can strike it, okay? And you're looking for concept to strike it, not looking for the right answer, not looking for the wrong answer. This is just from the call the question down. So you're gonna look for concept that is wrong, strike it, okay? That's the first stage. So for example, A say, is the buyer correct? No, because nothing under this fact renders the title unmarketable. Okay, so anything under this fact render the title unmarketable. And I have told you that a unsatisfied mortgage, okay, we read that a little while ago, okay, actually we don't know that yet, but this right here, because nothing under this fact render title unmarketable. So we have to read the facts. We don't know where to strike this or not. Okay, so but we know the topic is unmarketable. Okay, the topic is unmarketable. They want to know something in there is unmarketable. Something make this damn fact unmarketable. Okay, so I don't really like A, but I cannot really strike A. B, is the buyer correct? No, because the buyer agreed to accept a quick claim deed. Okay, to accept a quick claim deed. Hello? The buyer to accept a quick claim deed, therefore everything is unmarketable? Could be, but is that an exception to unsatisfied $5,000 mortgage and right of highway? See it? Now, we don't know yet because right now, the unmarketed title that we went over, it doesn't have the word quick claim deed in here. A quick claim deed, if they want to test you, they probably test a little bit different than go into marketable title and then they test you on the $50,000 and a right of way, the right of way easement. Okay. Now, C, yes, because right of way easement make the title unmarketable. Okay. Now, is the right of way make the title unmarketable? I think so. I think so. Okay. Because they want you to have a title that don't have no encumbrances. Okay, so an easement make a title unmarketable. It sounds pretty good too. Okay, this is a hard one to strike because all these terms are pretty close. D, yes, the unsatisfied mortgage make the title unmarketable. Okay, here we go. Yes, because is the buyer correct? Yes, because the unsatisfied mortgage make the title unmarketable. Now, I told you that if the facts pattern tell you that if you owe money on the mortgage, it's not going to be good. Okay, it's not going to be good. It's unmarketable. But it's kind of weird here. It had the word closing on the top. Have the word closing on the top. So if the board examiner want to eliminate D as a wrong because as closing, the title can be good if the mortgage satisfied at closing. See, this is a difficult case for me to strike. So when I now if I try to strike A, B, C, and D here, and I'm not able to strike right now any of them. So now I go back. Now I go to the top, and Tammy, yeah, you did the facts good. You circled the seller contract to sell the land to the buyer. Okay, circle them, underline the money for $300,000. The contract provide that closing will be 50 days after the contract signed, that the seller convey the buyer a marketable title by a quick claim deed at the closing. The contract contain no other provision regarding delivery of the buyer. So I believe the daggone mortgage can be satisfied there at the closing because they mentioned the word closing twice. Closing here once, closing there once. The title search revealed that the land was subject to an unsatisfied mortgage. Okay. If it's not closing, it doesn't have the word closing, then I would pick this answer, 50,000. The right-of-way easement over the position, the right-of-way easement over the portion of the land. Man, is an easement caused the title unmarketable? That's another one that is an exception that we need to memorize or not. The buyer now claimed that the unmarketable and refused to close. Is the buyer correct? I don't know the answer. Which one is the best answer here? What is the correct answer?
D.
D.
D like a dog?
D is a cat.
D like a cat. Okay. Yes, because the right of way make the title unmarketable. So I was kind of right, but I was not sure because if C is not correct, now write this down on your thing. A mortgage, okay, make the title unmarketable. So it need more facts than just at closing. It need the facts say that it will be satisfied, it will be funded. Then D will be correct. Okay. C, the right-of-way easement make an unmarketable title. An easement make an unmarketable title. So C. Okay. So A, because another act render the title under these facts render the unmarketable. No, so that's wrong because C is one, so A is wrong. Because the buyer accept, see this one B is really weak. And this really good that B could be straight because we went over the contract, the real estate contract a little while ago, guys. There was no quick claim deed in here. So B should be stricken, but I wasn't practiced enough. I didn't know more law than enough. So I was not able to tell you clearly on this one. Isn't that good or what? Any questions? No questions. So that's why I asked your guy to get the card and break down the umbrella and read it, the terms of art in there. Okay, guys?